YouTube, what's going on, guys? We are champions, yes! Finally, after 30 years, we got to lift that EPL title, Premier League title. And as you might now know, the tables have turned because only us and City have actually won the Premier League. If you want to be all like specific and petty, and Chelsea haven't won the Premier League, Man United ain't won the Premier League, Arsenal ain't won the Premier League. They won something like what, the Carling FA Premier League or the Barclays Premier League or the Premiership. Only us and City have won the Premier League. So, to the irrelevant rest of the teams, when did you last win the league, huh? Ah, boy. Don't we love it? So, guys, let's get into it. As you know, I'm the Red Mist LFC Ninja. And I regularly, well, not this year because of the COVID thing, but I regularly attend matches at Anfield and all in London. Pretty much, I'm always at the games in London. Any in London. And even outside, like Watford, Norwich, I always kind of try and get to them if I can. All the games in London, Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham, all the ones in and around London, I'm generally at every single season. I kind of clock up maybe 20, 25 games a season. I try to get up to Anfield as much as I can. You'll see me in the sea of red. I don't know how long I can keep it up for. It's tiring, and I got a full-time job as well. But guys, let's get straight into it. You can hit me up, follow on Twitter. I ain't here to roll off stats after stats after stats after stats. I'm not trying to achieve anything from it. I just like talking about my team, my opinions, what I feel about players, outgoing, incoming, tactics, Klopps, what he's thinking, what he might not be thinking, just basic stuff. I'm not trying to get all super technical out here. But guys, yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitter. Friendly, I always follow back. I follow back everyone, no matter where you're from. However, don't like any kind of stupid, immature, childish nature accounts that send out bait tweets about unpopular opinions and all that. It's nonsense. Some of these big accounts just don't deserve to be big. But yeah, if I'm hating, I'm hating. Whatever. They just don't deserve it. It's really, really irritating. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna ponder on. We are champions of the English Premier League. So guys, let's move over to the tactics screen. And here we go, guys. 5-2. How pretty does that look? 5-2. Keita, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Wijnaldum, Firmino and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And Salah could have had a bloody hat-trick. Hell, he could have got at least 4 or 5 goals. Not even lying. What was going on with his foot? I do not understand. Like, something was going awfully wrong with them toes. Get them clippers out, boy, because, man, something ain't quite right with that shooting. And the thing is, weirdly, he's still our most prolific striker by, like, a mile. And, you know, then in comes Mane. But, and one other thing I love to see was Firmino. I said it in my preview, if you listened to it or you read it or you didn't read it, listen to it. But guys, like, I said, I bet you Firmino is going to score. And my prediction was 2-0 to Liverpool. I didn't expect 5-2. But hell, I'll take 5-2. It was a fantastic game. Finish off at the end of the season. Lift the trophy. The boys went out. Damn. So guys, this was the team on the screen. Is this team I decided to go with. I thought Klopp might put out in my preview video, and the subs bench also, and then obviously the injury list, and then man of the match. So yeah, guys, I went with Alisson in goal, Virgil van Dijk Gomez at the back, Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right, Robertson on the left, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, and I went with Curtis Jones to start. Firmino, Salah and Mane as usual. Divock, Harvey Elliott, Minamino, Keita, Ox, Williams, Adrian, Lovren and Shaqiri to fill the bench. Injuries were Milner, who has now recovered obviously, Matip and Henderson's out to the end of the season. And then obviously my predicted man of the match, as I just said, was Fabinho. So guys, let's just make the few changes that was relevant to the club side, basically. So obviously Keita started over Curtis Jones. And then what I did notice is that Wijnaldum being the humble of humblest guys ever to exist. I love Wijnaldum. He swaps to the right side and gives Keita the left position, the left side of the centre three, which just shows Wijnaldum's class and ability to be able to play on left side and the right side. Although I do think he's more comfortable on the left side, Naby clearly prefers the left, and yeah, didn't really want to risk playing on the right. But yeah, so once again, the mentor is mentoring the student. I know a lot of you ain't gonna like that, but yeah, it's typical, isn't it? You know, the elder makes way for the one coming through. His apprentice, got to look after the apprentice, isn't it? So yeah, so that was the starting lineup, guys. The bench, we saw Dejan Lovren, James Milner, Adrian, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Minamino, Adam Lallana, who I thought was probably like dead and buried, and is dead and buried because he is leaving. But he made the bench. I think it was more of a sympathetic kind of, from a sympathetic point of view, it clearly was. Those pictures of him at the end, where he actually didn't get on, they were really emotional. I felt really bad for him. I thought Klopp was a bit savage. But, hey, if Klopp wasn't savage, we wouldn't be where we are, like, you know, with 4 trophies in like practically a season. You know, what a year, guys. And, you know, that is why Klopp is Klopp, because he has to make these calls and they don't please everybody, but it's for the team, and this is his team, and this is the players that he wants to regularly involve as substitutions. It is what it is. I'm sure Lallana was grateful to be in the squad in that game. Certain people like Shaqiri, I don't even think Shaqiri was on the bench. No, Shaqiri was on the bench, I apologise. Williams didn't get onto the bench. I know we had injuries still. So guys, let's just quickly make that Adam Lallana change. And another player, guys, that didn't make the squad, and probably rightly so, to be fair. He's got a lot to play. He's young. He's got a lot, great ambition ahead of him. So it's plenty of time for him. Next season, even the season after, you know, when Mane or Salah's moved on, maybe this kid can actually start to shine. It's huge boots to fill, though. I'm not gonna lie. Either of those are huge boots to fill. And his name's Harvey Elliott. So let's just drag him out of the squad and we bring in Lovren was there. Lallana is in, and obviously James Milner came in because he had recovered from injury. So James Milner was back in the frame. Shaqiri was on the bench. So pretty much that was the bench, guys. Curtis Jones, Origi, Shaqiri, Adam Lallana, Minamino, Chamberlain, Adrian, James Milner, and Dejan Lovren. Curtis Jackson got on. Curtis Jackson? Why do I keep saying Curtis Jackson? Curtis Jones. Curtis Jackson. That's bloody 50 Cent. Curtis Jones got on for his fifth appearance, or 6th appearance, 7th, something like that. It enabled him to get a Premier League medal. I think he's the only one out of the youth guys there, the youth players that did get one. No, Williams. I think Williams got one. Yeah, Williams got one as well. Yeah, if any of the others got one, I don't think they did. If any of the others got one, drop it in the comments and let me know. I think it was just Williams and Jones. Apparently Klopp got 40 medals though, 40 Premier League medals. Obviously that's players, and I think some of the backroom team, I think a few others kind of got medals as well, which is very, very nice. That's a wicked touch. So the substitutions, guys, was James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who scored, came on for Salah. Takumi Minamino came on. Divock Origi and Curtis Jones came on. So players that went off, guys, was Naby Keita, Mo Salah, Roberto Firmino, Wijnaldum, and Sadio Mane. But yeah, just a little bit on Chelsea. It's a funny situation, this one. I mean, has Lampard done a good job? Hasn't he done a good job? I think if he falls out from where he is, 4th relatively the whole season, if he drops out now, I kind of think it's an underachievement. I don't know if anyone expects him to be where he is at the moment or to survive in those positions for that long. But everybody else has been really poor, below kind of 5th place or 4th place. Now, actually, even from 3rd and lower, you know, Leicester can't. Jesus Christ, Leicester at the moment are awful. I don't know. They've just not been at the they've just not been the same side since the COVID thing. But yeah, Chelsea just didn't look like did they come to win, and our boys just put them to the sword. I feel like Lampard kind of had a little bit of a game plan where, you know, trying to hold us at 0-0 or 1-0 or something. He really wanted to spoil the plan. I think Lampard did. Yeah, I actually don't think he genuinely likes Liverpool, like, because he brought on Pulisic and a couple of other young guys at half time, and it's like, I mean, why would you do that? So, I mean, maybe he thought, you know, he can go there, hold us with the team he had defensively in the midfield, and maybe bring on reinforcements, a bit more energy in the second half, like Pulisic, you know, for example, and steal the game. Maybe win 1-0 or 2-1. But guys, we blew them away in the first half. It was game done pretty much. I mean, the comeback was nice. Not gonna lie, it was a really, really good effort. But we'd blown our load in the first half, you know. And then he brings on Pulisic, who has, you know what, in fairness, he was good when he came on. But you're playing against, you know, you're 4-1 down when you come on. Trent's like, you know, blowing his load. Like Gomez and Van Dijk and Robertson are already like, you know, 45 minutes, you know, already got 45 minutes of hard work under their belt. So, I mean, there is going to be a little bit of space for Pulisic. But I mean, that's the first game I've seen him really turn up in and have a blinder. He had a good one. But we was already celebrating our Premier League. Most of our players was in the stands lifting the title. We was already like, we was already on the parade thing. Like we was already there. We was already there. You know, climbing up them steps. You know, we was already shaking Kenny's hand and receiving the trophies, and you know, we was already there putting our medals around our necks. So for him to come on then and you know, kind of, you know, do what he did, yeah, it was nice, fair play. But where was he in the game at Stamford Bridge, the first match? You know, beginning of the season, where was he then? Like, he showed up a few times in the season. By far, this is his most impactful game. He's got a long way to go. He's a good player. He looks very, very good, but he's got a long way to go. I wouldn't blow my load over him just yet, to be honest. But yeah, it was a good effort from Chelsea, but ultimately they got smashed to bits. So guys, I think that's pretty much. I'm not going to go into mad detail. You all seen it. You all seen the celebrations. There's not really much point me even talking about that. It was amazing. It was a beautiful thing. So let's move on to the Newcastle away game where we finished with the season. Away to Newcastle, the preview. Let's get straight into it. There's been a load of changes because I just think last game of the season, Klopps gonna just play some of the boys who ain't really played. You know, maybe a Lallana, maybe a Harvey. You know what I'm saying, guys. You know what I'm saying. So let's get straight into it. Let's start first of all with my predicted starting 11. Nothing to do with Klopp. Well, actually, maybe yeah. You know what? Bit of both, and a bit of me, what I think he should put out, and a bit of, you know, what Klopp might put out. So let's just combine the two. So here we go, guys. And then we can probably choose our man of the match, predicted man of the match. Oh, I forgot to say the last man of the match against Chelsea was Naby Keita. I thought him and Wijnaldum were absolutely fantastic. Him, Wijnaldum and Fabinho, man, that midfield is pretty serious. Jordan comes back into it somewhere because it's just Jordan Henderson, and until he's sold or he's out for a long while, we're not going to see otherwise. I just think he is just going to be in the side just because he's Jordan Henderson. Simple as that. So first of all, guys, I've gone with Adrian. I feel like Adrian's going to get a bit of game time. And yeah, Adrian starts. Maybe last game of the season, you know, why not? Robertson keeps his position at left back. VVD keeps his position at centre back. Dejan Lovren comes in for Gomez. Got a feeling. Unless Lovren and a few of the others are linked with other clubs. I know they're linked, but unless a deal is done and the club doesn't want them to get injured potentially, then that's the only reason why they won't play in this game, I think. So if you don't see Lovren in the squad, see when a player is linked with a move away, there's no point in really being in the squad. And if they are in the squad, they're not going to play. Which is quite weird. Why put them in the squad? But like Lallana's going to leave. So there was a lot of reasons why, you know, he's injury prone as well. So there's a lot. Imagine if Klopp played him and he gets injured. You know, so it's like, I can see why he didn't play and I can see why he was in the squad. It's more of like a good farewell kind of thing, really, isn't it? But lads, let's continue. At right back, I've gone with Nico Williams. I think he's gonna get a bit of a shout for sure. I don't see why. Left midfield, James Milner. Centre of the park, Adam Lallana. I think Adam Lallana plays last game of the season, but again, no, if we don't want him to get injured now. Otherwise, you know. But it's a possibility. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in there, right of the centre three. Then obviously Mane, across the middles, Minamino, and then obviously Salah. Salah should be top scorer by now. He's had so many chances. He must have missed about 10 chances in the last 3 games. He could have bagged a hat-trick. He had enough chances to get a hat-trick in all of the last 3 games we've played. I don't care what anybody says. He should be top scorer and he should be taking his golden boot. He's only got himself to absolutely blame. I think Firmino's going to drop to the bench, possibly, or not be part of the squad. I think Minamino's going to definitely get a run out here. And then I think Mane, I think he'll keep Mane inside because they're the threats. And I think he wants to kind of get Minamino involved, playing with these two and Firmino more regularly. So I can see this happening. We've gone straight to that. Well, not quite, because Milner's in there. I was thinking of the Arsenal 5-5 at Anfield Milk Cup match, but it was Keita, Lallana and Ox, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah, so guys, that's my predicted starting lineup. It's a lot of changes and we might actually just play like, I know, dog crap, to be honest. So guys, moving on to club substitutions. Origi, Firmino, Naby Keita, Curtis Jones, Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson, Shaqiri and Fabinho. Interesting. Part of me thinks, you know, maybe Shaqiri comes in. You know, I think Shaqiri will play in this match. Salah probably gets 60, 70 minutes, comes off for Shaqiri. Again, like I said, guys, if Shaqiri's leaving or he's not really going to... I mean, he's kind of been out of the squad. The hearsay is injury. But when he's been in the squad, he's not even played. So, I don't know. Where is this, you know, where is it all leading to? Where is it all going? But yeah, I expect him to either... maybe come on in the midfield 3, although I don't think he's a midfield 3 player. I'd love him to play in Minamino's position, not even going to lie. But a lot of Shaqiri is about his work rate. I do think he'll probably come on for, like Salah, last 20, 15 minutes or something. Depends. I mean, if Salah's on 4 goals, or he's on a hat-trick and he wants a 4th, Klopp might just leave him on. Take off Mane and then switch Shaqiri to the left side. Who knows? Who knows? You never can tell with what Klopp's going to do, can you? So yeah, Minamino, Naby Keita, I see Naby Keita playing. It will come on for probably a Milner. If Milner starts, or he might even start himself. He might be in that, occupying that left side of midfield. We might even see Keita, Wijnaldum and Fabinho again starting. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just feel like Klopp will ring the changes and he won't want to risk any last game of the season, like real downers. Like, you know, imagine if 2 of our players got like big injuries and rules them out for like the first 2 weeks of the season or some crap like that. Nah, that's not cool. So I feel like a lot of the big guns, maybe even Van Dijk as well, you know, if Matip's fit, maybe Matip comes in, or maybe he gives one of the youth men like a bit of a run, like a Phillips or a, you know, defender. Yeah, but I definitely feel like Lovren will play. Maybe you do Lovren and Gomez. I don't know, guys. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, you know, had a bit of wasn't the greatest performance against Arsenal. A bit of a downer, and then obviously the climax of that match was not cool. So yeah, I expect him to probably see him at some point, get some minutes, get a bit of game time. And then Lallana, yeah, I feel like Lallana, like I said, once again, guys, if he's off, his contract signed, he might not even be in the squad, or he might just be on the bench and not play because of fitness issues, don't even getting injured, and then he's, you know. Gomez, yeah, Trent, Again, I feel like, you know, Trent done his thing on Wednesday against Chelsea. Now he can just chill out, relax. Let Nico come and kick some butt and show Klopp what else he has in store. Alisson, yeah, played all the games this season pretty much, so why not, you know, bring on Adrian to make a few more blunders and embarrass himself a little bit more. Shaqiri, we talked about Fabinho. I feel like if there's a player we need to keep in the squad, it is Fabinho, like, for this game. Lallana will need to come off at some point, although Milner can drop in there, maybe Naby. I still say Fabinho needs to be in there somewhere. May not necessarily play or need to play, depending on, you know, how circumstances pan out throughout the 90 minutes, injuries or whatever it might come down to. But I just think he's key. All the others that you see there, like Curtis Jones, Naby Keita, they could all play. You know, Curtis Jones can come on for Alex, Naby can come on for Milner. You know, or you can keep Milner on and then just bring on Fabinho and take off Lallana. You know, so I feel like Fabinho has to be in there. If Fabinho's not there, then the only person who can really slot in there is Milner. Well, no, Naby could slot in there, but I think for me, I'd rather Milner in there because I think he's more of a battler, gets stuck in, he's a better organiser. That's just my opinion. He's not a better footballer, Naby's a lot better, but certain things I would just rather Milner command that middle. And then Naby can be on the left side doing what he does best. And obviously playing his own, he prefers that side, so why play him in the centre when you can play him in a stronger position where he's going to be better anyway? That's just logic in my opinion. So yeah guys, let's finish off with the rest of the players. Obviously there are a few missing, you're probably wondering where are they? Obviously Hendo and Matip are on the injury list. I'm not sure if Matip is still injured. He's walking alright, he looks kind of decent, but he's probably not. I don't think he'll play. I don't think he'll be in a squad or anything. I think he might be out. Yeah, it was an ankle or something. I can't even remember the injury he had. So players dropped from the squad. Wijnaldum, Harvey Elliott and Keanu Hoover. Keanu Hoover hasn't really featured. He's kind of always out of the squad at the minute. Hopefully next season we see some more about him, or more of him rather. Ouija and Harvey Elliott. Guys, I just didn't have any room for space. Like, Harvey Elliott could may well play in this game, and why not? Why not? But who does he replace? You know, who do we drop out of the squad? Do you drop Shaqiri out? I mean, you know, this is a 17-year-old kid. He's got plenty of time. You know, do we drop Firmino out? Do you drop out Origi? Well, why? It kind of shouldn't really be like that. But you never know. He could play. There could be like a little injury or niggle in training and someone pulls out, or I don't know, guys. Same with Wijnaldum as well. But usually, when Klopp is resting players, Wijnaldum usually gets rested. Yeah, for me, he's the only one, and Henderson, along with Henderson. When Klopp can leave them out or rest them, he rests them completely out of the squad, and he replaces them with, you know, younglings, the kids. He replaces them with the kids. So yeah, I feel like Wijnaldum's gonna miss out this one. And also, if he is leaving, then yeah, why would he play the last game when, you know, he could get an injury? Even though my guy does never get injured, he's so brilliant in that aspect. I'll just keep him at the club for that alone, to be honest. So that's kind of my preview for the Newcastle game, guys. Thiago, nothing really much more on him. I haven't heard anything more. I just, you know, the green light is there. Rumors are, you know, circulating. Like, I've spoke to a few people myself. They say it's just a matter of time. That's interesting. So yeah, I say I can't wait to see him in a red shirt. I'm gonna put it out there and say it, guys. Yes, I can't wait to see him in a red shirt. I don't see why not. Maybe someone will leave. Maybe someone won't leave for him. Yeah, you know, Manchester United's also been linked with him, but I'm trusting my sources. So guys, that is the preview for Liverpool versus Newcastle, or Newcastle versus Liverpool rather. As you know, guys, I am Red Mr. NFC Ninja. You can follow me on Twitter. I always follow back. However, if you're immature and childish and you send out stupid tweets from your account, please do not follow me or even attempt to follow me. Just, you know, older, sensible, you know, people willing to, you know, just have a little chat on Twitter and whatnot. Just, yeah, and you guys follow. I always follow back. Liverpool through and through. Also, if anybody is interested in doing like a podcast or a one-to-one a chat or something, and you want to join the channel maybe, and just like, you know, we just chat and everybody, you know, little regular like chats and stuff. It'd be good to talk to a few of you out there. I'm trying to get some of my boys in on the whole program, but these lot are too good for the YouTube thing, man. They're too classy. They think they're too classy for the YouTube. But yeah. So guys, I've been with Mr. FC Ninja once again, and I will see you all soon, guys. Let's do this.